Testing. Okay, so thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to meet you all. So welcome to this information seminar for the Master of Social Science in Play Therapy program. So I believe this is the last session of the information day in Xuyen. So I hope that you enjoy the day so far. And I'm Yan, Dr. Jen. I'm the program director for this program. And today I'm not alone. You can see that the front row, we have a lot of colleagues to support us. And so we are here to support you to know more about whether the program is fit your interests, your career aspiration, and also your future career plan. So this is a very unique program. And we definitely look forward to people who have the genuine interest in working with children population and want to become a professional frontline practitioner using play to help children and also families. So today we are actually having a hybrid. So we have the interest participants from on-site here with me and also online. Yes, I can see that. So good afternoon, friends online. So if you can't hear me clearly, so feel free to let me know. Our colleagues responsible for the IT will let me know. Right, so for online friends, feel free to leave any message or questions you may have during the period. So I will try to respond to you later on with the Q&A session. And because this is the official information day, so this program will be, this introduction will primarily in English, supplement with Cantonese. And if you need, you can't understand very clearly, feel free to let me know so that I can further explain with maybe supplement in Cantonese or even Mandarin. That's totally fine. Right, so allow me to warmly welcome every one of you again. I'm a counseling psychologist by training. So that already 10 years ago, I become the counseling psychologist. So since that time, just like my other colleagues here, so we actually do a lot of frontline practice to help a lot of population, including children. So at that time, we didn't have this program yet. So we can only study some short course. So to learn some play therapy skills and then integrate the skills into our frontline services. Now you are different. You have this option. So that's, I guess, another different. And now we also have core program members to attend this information seminar with me, not only to support me, but also they bear very important roles to your future study in this program. So for example, we have our very important, first of all, practicum coordinator, Ms. Yvonne Chen, and then she will have a chance to introduce the details of the practicum part, because you know that this program actually is one of the practicing program. That means not only for theories and concepts, but really we need to integrate what we know, what we learned in our head, but also implement in the real life practice, real life context. That means there's really a client, child client in front of us, and then we not only to think, to understand, but able to adopt, react appropriately, like to reflect their feeling or to track their behavior, or we need to understand the whole situation, like really like being the expert of a child's life, understand their suffering, understand their experience, and understand their needs, and also understand their role. Like every child, little child, that one of the role will be family, of course, and the other role will be the school. So we understand how these parties, how these roles are affecting a child. And then being a play therapist, not only to entertain or to serve the child in front of us, but actually need to have an ecological perspective, able to help to communicate with parents and other helping professionals or teachers in other contexts. So that this is a very important practical course. So involve a lot of hands-on practical skills. So those skills, where you will get training from. So of course, that's included in the practicum part within the program. That means before you graduate, you will be you need to enroll into 3 practicum semesters. So in the 3 practicum semesters, it is really like being the play therapist trainee, that we wear the hat as play therapists. And then we need to think like a play therapist and also practice like a play therapist. And then you are not alone. You will be in good hands of our clinical supervisor, who all of the clinical supervisor locally and internationally, register as in the professional bodies as play therapist supervisor. So you will be taken care by them. So they will guide us through every moment to train to behave and react as a play therapist. So such an important work in our program will be taken care by very important person, will be Ms. Yvonne Chen, and then you will have the chance to hear your expectation or her expectation from you later. So this is our practicum coordinator, and that fulfills the practice part of our program. And then our program actually just like any other master degree program. So we need to have research component. So actually, I'm not sure how many of you actually are afraid of doing research. Yeah, I see some of you nodding your head. Yeah, if I can, I want to as well. Right, that's very true. And however, we need to train ourselves, have the capability to train ourselves, at least have the capacity to do research. And the good thing is, it is even to the people not very skillful at research like me, I really appreciate this program that in terms of the evidence-based research project, not only we will have, thesis supervisor to take care of us, but actually we have a lot of autonomy and flexibility to do any topic related to children population. So if you like, you can continue to use quantitative like surveys, questionnaires, or you can do interviews with parents, with teachers, counselors at school. So those could acceptable as our research topics. And if you really find you enjoy the process of doing play therapy, so you can also consider to collect, process data with your, child clients during the play therapy sessions. So our supervisors can supervise and support you to how to change, really bridge the gap between research and practice. So from my limited knowledge, I don't think that in our bachelor level or maybe other previous studies, there's such a lot of chance to do the topics that as long as we want and as long as we are interested, as long as it is related to children population, related to play therapy. So that could be intervention or that can be strictly survey. So such flexibility can accommodate and allow us to survive the research component in this program. And I will leave it to Dr. Songrin Zhong to share more about the research part later. Yeah, you will be served several things today. I will very soon introduce our program faculty, and later on, of course, maybe you will be interested to know more about the admission. And also, last but not least, is that we will have our current students and also our alumni, so that to share with you that how's their feeling during the study. Especially, one of our current students are in the peaked BC season. So that means not only the finishing the talk course, but also the practicum. So the practicum site is very real. That means a lot of challenges from the real setting, from the site supervisor to our also expectations from our in-house clinical supervisors, right? So also a lot of logistic arrangement. I guess you would want to know more about what is it like when we enroll into our practicum before our graduation. So the good news is she will be graduating soon. Yeah. And very end of this session will be the Q&A session. So feel free to have some casual, informal exchange with me, our faculty, and also our students, and also our alumni. Right. So let's start. Allow me to, share you some highlights of our program first. So of course, this program until today is still the only and also first play therapy program in Hong Kong. And so, like I mentioned before, if you, upon completing this master program in our university, that you are not only able to graduate with a master degree. That means that already add on to some of you who apply this program with a bachelor degree. So in the future, if one day you want to further study, then you already got this master degree as the bridging for your maybe next step, like PhD, doctorate level. So this program will just like any other program that not only give you a professional identity, but also the master degree for your further career development. Especially you want to, try new things in the academia one day, right? We never know, maybe a lot of years later. So this is the master degree will do it. And the other is that many years ago, in Hong Kong, if we want to become play therapists, it is true that we don't need a master degree. We can accumulate many certificates by attending some short course. The good thing by that way will be allow us to, really flexible so that we can finish the hours of training within 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, right? However, one thing I can share with you that in this program, as long as being enrolled, our program actually have a clear structure to help you to finish everything of being required by the professional body as play therapist. So the shortest period will be 2 years, and then the part-time mode will be 3 to 4 years upon your availability. And then, believe me, this is already the shortest period for us to want to have the professional title as play therapist. So if you not becoming a play therapist through the academic way, like enrollment into this program, through other alternative way, no matter attending courses in Hong Kong or in other places. In other places, the course is even large because the transport, the flight, the air tickets, and also the long hours of flights, and that will be even more costly. And then now, this program will allow us to really save our time. And also another thing is complete the professional training in a very organized and systemic way. Yeah, because you can compare. If we take the alternative pathway, maybe we need to enroll into the course ourselves. And then we need to make up the hour requirement and doing our own calculation of hours and also money. Yeah, but now you only consider whether this program in CHEUNG actually fit your career aspiration to work as a play therapist in Hong Kong. So this program, so you will have upon graduation, that means in 2 years or 3 years time, you'll be able to get a master degree, and also you'll be in good hands to equip you necessary skills and also eligibility to become international recognized members as play therapists. So this is something I really think that this is our advantage, and as long as when you listen to more details of this program, like its admission requirement or our expectation from our candidates later on. So if you think everything is a match, and then I really think that you can consider to apply today. Yeah, and another good news to share is that being the only play therapist training institution in Hong Kong right now, and we already successfully got the Australasia Pacific Play Therapy Association, that's in short term, which is the APTA. So our graduates, once they graduate from our program, they already recognized and eligible to apply to be the registered play therapist in APTA. Yeah, so if you use alternative way, I mean, we accumulate our training hours by ourselves. Yes, there's still, maybe as long as we fulfill the hours of training, maybe we still can fulfill that requirement. But I can share with you one difference is if you do it on your own, the hour will be more than the practice hour within our program. So this is very true. And then I really think that the reason is that we already have long years of communication with the professional body, so that they trust in our program's training. So they know that how our program is, designed, and also the whole synergy among different programs or different courses, so that they are confident that our graduate actually with the training only within our program, they're already adequate for the trainees to be, become the registered play therapist once they graduate. Yeah, and then so this is the highlight, and because today is the Saturday, I really don't think it's a good idea to ask all our faculty back, and however, once you enrolled, you will have a lot of chance to interact with each of them individually during classes or other times. So this is me, and we have, just like I mentioned, we still have very important two people. One is evidence-based project coordinator, Dr. Sandrine Zhong, and we have our practicum coordinator, Yvonne Chen, Miss Yvonne Chen, and we also have a lot of lecturer instructors to teach us two types of course. One type will be, the theories and concepts. That's the foundation. So as you can imagine, as play therapists, we need to know the developmental theories, right? Yeah, we definitely need to know some very good advice and theories about families. So you can see that on the left will be the talk course. Like Ms. Yvonne Chen will take care of very important fundamental introduction of play therapy. It is the first subject you will see her. And then we will have Mr. Lao Bei also talk about, families. He co-teach with me with the family. And we also have Dr. Nigel Thompson to talk about the micro skills working with parents and also, of course, older adolescents. And we also have, sorry, yeah, I shouldn't be. Yes, and then we also have, so currently I'm teaching this course with working with families and also child psychopathology. And we also have Dr. Sandrine Zhong talk about the basic, introduction to research methods in play therapy. And we also have a new colleague joining us this semester. She is an expressive arts therapist. Yes, so she will be teaching one of the elective expressive arts. And then on the right-hand side will be all internationally registered play therapist supervisors. So we have, of course, Ms. Yvonne Chen, Mr. Yvonne, and also we have Joyce Chen and Mr. Lau Wei. So those and more, even more. So we will have more clinical supervisors who already internationally registered as supervisors of play therapists, and then all of them already have long years of frontline practice working experience as play therapists. So they will, really like a privilege working with them, so they can share not only the skills, but also, other background, like how we can work more effectively. So that's very important, right? Because they are working in the field, so they can share with us their real working experience. And the most important thing is that in other program or in other alternative way becoming a play therapist, the most important thing, the most expensive part actually is not attending courses. It is the clinical supervision. And then the good news is that in our program, the clinical supervision across 3 practicum semesters are all included in the tuition fee. So you don't need to pay extra for the supervision fee. So that's already a lot if you choose another way. Yes. And we have 2 types of supervisors as well. So on the left will be the supervisors to help us to become, professional play therapists, practicing clinical supervisors. They will help us with practical skills. So again, you can see that all the clinical supervisors will be registered play therapist supervisor, and the supervisors on the left, on the right, will be they're very experienced in a variety topics like children development, SEN, all kinds of those topics, and they have already a lot of, no matter research publications or project experience related to children and family population. So those will, if you have, I don't think that will be a challenge for you to, find a suitable thesis supervisor so that they can help you to make your, research idea come true. If there's a chance, if you want, we have publication opportunities as well. So I can share with you later. And we also have this program. Our another privilege is that we have adjunct professors. So apart from the faculty we just mentioned, we have international adjunct professors. So the first one will be Dr. Judy Parson from Deakin University. She is the course leader for the play therapy master program in Deakin University in Australia. So because they operate this program, for many years, and then she have a lot of experience to share with us to make sure that our program also align with the international standard. And we also have a local one, Dr. Angela Siu from CUHK. So she's also very senior, and then very soon, maybe next year, we will have a chance to invite her to provide the in-house training. Yes, so this is about us. And in the middle, you can see that a face, pop up. He's the Dr. Phoebus Trey, and then he is the academic advisor. So he knows our curriculum, and then he is a relatively more neutral person. So in case if you have any questions or concerns regarding if there's a really need for you to change your study mode, like from full-time to part-time, or from part-time to full-time, or especially for part-time students, you may have, for some time, you may want to change your sequence, or you adjust the order of your elective course. So Dr. Phoebus Troy will be the person who can support you and understand your needs and readjust your personal curriculum. So this one is only applied to part-time students. For full-time students, please strictly follow our suggested, timeline. And yeah, so this is the overview and our program. Now, if you enrolled in the coming year, you will be the fifth. You will be the fifth cohort in our program. And then the shortest time for you to complete this program is 2 years full-time mode. And then if you have a job, that's very common in our program because so far, many of our current students, they are having the full-time job in being the kindergarten teachers. Many of them are kindergarten teachers and some are school counselors. So if you really can't, commit full-time in our study, so part-time maybe is another option. All our classes are in the evening. But I know that that's another, demanding for our students that because our classes start at 7 at evening. So many of our current students, they actually work in the school setting and they need to wake up at 6. So that they already a long day and then in the evening, they still need to go to our campus and attending the class. But the good thing is that I can see that they have a lot of support, not only from the instructors, but also from the peers. So that's a really good atmosphere. Yeah, so this is the, for part-time, the shortest time you can finish the whole program within 3 years. And the number of credits will be 45, and the tuition fee, everything's included, will be 157,500 15萬係啦7500蚊 and so it is paid by installments. Yes, so I can see that a lot of current students are amazed by the tuition fee, right? Because if you notice, yes, it is true. There's an increase in terms of the tuition fee, but still, please trust me, it is still comparably the most valuable compared to other programs. Yes, even without after the increase, And then we have a cap of number of intakes. So every year we accept no more than 30 students. And then we will have the interview, and I will talk about the interview in a minute. And there will be 3 parts. It is also following the scientist practitioner model. That means that's the training model for practitioners. That means not only we need to know the knowledge and theories, we also need to know, also need to have the basic ability in doing research. And the most importantly, hands-on skills and being the play therapist. So this is the curriculum, the course number, and then you can see we have the three parts. And also this is the suggested curriculum flow for full-time, 2 years. And yes, and 3 years. And don't be bothered by the small font, text. You can find every detail of these slides on our program website later on. This is just an overview to let you know we have a lot to cover. And the second thing is that when you enroll, you'll be occupied every semester, including summer. So this is the point I show you such a busy packed table, right? Including summer, that's very true. So yeah, and so now I would like to invite our practicum coordinator, Ms. Yvonne Chen, to share the important things about practicum, because that's a very crucial part in our training. And maybe you will have some questions. Please save the questions a little bit, and then we will have our students and our faculties to answer those questions in 10 minutes or something. Yeah.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Yvonne, and I'm the practicum coordinator of this Master of Play Therapy program. I start picking this role since 2 months ago. Okay, so this is challenging, and then I also find that this is very amazing because after I make a very big assumption after the graduate of this program, all graduates will become the registered play therapists under APTA, this professional association within the Australasia and Asia and also Pacific, including all Asia countries. So that means this everyone, all graduates will wear a hat, okay, after their graduation. So practicum become important from my perspective, because after that it should be competence enough to handle all different kinds of cases and families. Because of that, here you will see in this program, the practicum will last for 3 semesters, starting from next academic years. So the first practicum period is starting is ranged from September to December, and the practicum 2 is January to April, and the third practicum is ranged from May to August. Each practicum will last for 4 months, and each practicum period will need a new student need to fulfill some requirements like clinical hours. You can see from here for the first practicum, you need to finish around 13 clinical hours as well as 10 hours group intervention. And the second part, you need to finish approximately 13.5 clinical hours, and also you need to finish 1 case presentation to present one of your case to another supervisor during this program. And also the third practicum period will be, you need to finish the last 13.5 hours, and then you also need to finish another requirement, which is personal therapy. You need to finish 50 personal therapy hours, and also finish a reflection paper and submit it to the program as well. So in general, what it means is you need to finish 100 clinical hours in this face-to-face facing the children and also parents for 100 hours during the whole practicum period, and then 1 group intervention 10 hours, and then 15 hours personal therapy. And also you will need to finish 27 hours of the supervision, which will be in the individual basis. You will assign clinical supervisor during the practicum, and then you will meet them individually for 27 hours for the whole period of time. So this is all you need. And if you're enrolling a full-time student, then your practicum period will start in the second year, right away, okay? And then if you're in a part-time mode, you will have a choice to choose if you want to start in the 2nd year or you want to start your practicum in the 3rd year. So when you need to decide is April. That is the end of the 2nd semester in the 1st year. Okay, so you need to give your indication to the program so that we can see what are your preferences, and then we will start the matching process. In terms of the practicum site, is a wide range of variety. Okay, I would say it ranges from some kindergartens, primary schools, and also some special schools, some children home, some NGO, even so some of them are some private practice, which is specialized in play therapy as well. So we will match the practicum site according to the students' preferences, and then also the availability of the practicum site, and do the matching. What I would say is different setting will have different experience you can additionally gain from the clinical support, like the culture of the agency and what the process, how to collaborate with other professionals. That is something you will learn through the practicum as well. Okay, and then there is one more important thing related to the practicum, actually to the whole program, is the personal therapy. I'm not sure how I arrange in other programs, but this program, because this program is accredited by APTA, So this is one of the APTA requirement when they recognize therapists to become a RPT, which is they need to fulfill personal therapy at least 15 hours. Okay, this is an important process, I would say, because the personal quality is very important for counselor, especially when you're working with children as a play therapist. So you need to go through all the personal issue, finish some unfinished business before you provide help to other people. Okay, so this is something that you can, student can start like in year 1, okay, and then they can finish it by the end of the practicum, that is end of year 2. Then they can choose to go through the whole 2-year process, or they can choose their availability. They will choose the starting time according to their availability as well. So maybe some of them will just finish this personal therapy in 1 year, 1.5 year, or 2 years. All depends on the student's preference. And according to the personal therapy, what are the approach that should be included in the therapy? Then I will suggest you guys or even our student to go back to the APTA's website, because there is a rationale for the personal therapy. Not all kinds of things that we accept that they require the applicants or the play therapists to go through the personal therapy, which can help them to go through their own personal issue. Okay, like when there's an issue come from the childhood or a teenager, so they need to go through the whole process to finish that part. So you can refer to that website if you want to understand a little bit more about that. And one more important thing you need to bear in mind for that, although the supervision fee is included in the program fee, but the personal therapy fee is not included. Okay, but we will give you some choices. Okay, you can make your own choice to decide which therapist or which counselor you want to go with, and then you need to pay for it. Okay, okay, and the second reminder is when you do the practicum, there are 2 things that you need to have on hand before you start everything. One is the sexual confession record chat that our school will provide you a reference letter or a letter so that can support you to go to the police station and then do the application. And then you need to finish that few months before the practicum. And then the second part is the professional indemnity, which is another good news that our school will include that professional indemnity for you guys. So you no need to buy anything outside. Okay, so once you enroll in this course and accepted by this program, I will give you, okay, all the dates that you need to bear in mind one by one, step by step, going forward, starting from next year, okay? And that is the things that I would like to share regarding the practicum. So now I would like to pass the time to Dr. Sandrine. She will share something about the evidence-based projects, right?
Hi everyone, my name is Sandrine. I'm trained as a developmental and educational psychology researcher. So in my research journey, I work with a lot of children, a lot of families, especially the very young age children. So if you are afraid of research, so I think I'm the one in the program that will help you to relieve that anxiety. So researching with children and family is very fun indeed. Okay, so as our program director Yan mentioned, we are the master program. So we need to have research components in our program. So we have 3 courses. So the first course is the MPT 508. So it is the research methods in play therapy studies. So no matter you have any play therapy or any research experience previously, So, or if you are from psychology or social science background, that will be a little bit easier for you. But if you are not from these two disciplines, that is, I can tell it is, you need to learn something new, but that something new is not it should not be a very big barrier for you to conduct these research projects on play therapy, because the title of this course is Research Methods in Play Therapy Studies. It's not research method in psychology, or it's not research method in sociology. So it is focusing on play therapy studies. So we tailor-made this course to meet your needs, and then to especially focus on how do we work with young children and the families, or maybe the stakeholders around the children. So we have designed this course to help you to learn some specific research methods that we can work with children and work with family well, especially if we want to put play therapy as an intervention, and then we want to research for example, the effectiveness of play therapy. So we need to have this course. So we have this 508 to ease your anxiety and help you to have the basic knowledge of research methods before you go into your individual research project. So each of the students from our program will have your chance to perform all your and also design your own research project. So your own research project is we call it evidence-based practice project. We know that, or you know that when you come to this program, you are trained to be a practitioner. But if we want to understand how our practice and how our play therapy is effective, or you want to explain to teachers or explain to parents that, why my practice is effective. So we need to understand it by ourselves in the first hand. So that's why we have this something called the evidence base. We collect evidence from our own practice, or from the, it can also be from your classmates' practice. So we collect this evidence and then to let us to understand more why what we're practicing is so effective and in what way it is effective. So the 508 is a course, is a group course, and we need to learn how to draft research proposals. And then after that, we have 2 semesters. So we have the evidence-based practice project 1 and also 2. Sorry, still on this one. So in the first course, the evidence-based project 1, we learn how to draft our research proposal. Okay, so proposal is one stage. And then in the second course, we collect our data and then write up our results into a research report. Okay, so in this evidence-based research project, so very similar to our practicum, each of the students here will be assigned to one research supervisors. So these supervisors, they may not be a play therapist, but definitely they have the experience in researching with children and with family in a family context. So whenever you are enrolled in this course and in this program, so at the time when you're ready to get into these research courses, I will ask you, so what are some of your, can you brainstorm some of your research interest? Or do you want to work with numbers? Or you want to work with text? Or do you want to work with pictures? We have very different choice in evidence-based research project. So we assigned you to very appropriate research supervisor according to your research preference and according to your preference of research method. So some of you may want to work with numbers, so that is quantitative, and then some of you would like to work with text, interview, or pictures, photos, and that is qualitative. So on our list of practicum, the evidence-based practice project called the supervisor. So we have plenty of them to help you for with your own preferred research methods. So this is our research courses. We have 3 of them. And then to support our research work, so we have all this laboratory at CHEUNG University. So all of our students, including you, if you're enrolled into our program, so you have the right to use all of these laboratory. So some laboratory you will be always in contact. So for example, of 2 playrooms. So this is our first playroom. So it is for mainly for practice. And then our very new playroom, which is on the taller building, the research complex. So this is another playroom that we usually go to in our courses. So for example, in the first course that you will encounter, the introductory courses of play therapy, we will have some role plays or introductory exercise, or even Yvonne will tell you, what kind of toys do we need to be arranged in the playroom. So we have some practice or some visits or even some work, some of your exercise in this playroom. And then this on the next room of this playroom, we have an observation system. So actually in the playroom, we have the full angle observation system there. So on the next room, you are able to sit there and just like looking at the CCTV. Then we can learn how to observe, and then to look at how children or your classmates, they can role play the children, and then we try to observe how they are working with the play therapy. So this system is also open for research work. So we can you can tell me or tell any of our admin colleagues to book this laboratory for your work. Okay, so it's just a general slide telling you about our 2 playrooms. But actually, the 2 playrooms you can use them by booking. And these are the other laboratories. So of course we can all use them. Some computer-assisted data analysis. So we will go to the we will learn about quantitative data analysis there in the computer room. We have equipped with all the software that we use to analyze our data. And then we have the assessment and test library. So for some of the research studies, we need to utilize some assessment scales. So we have some teachers, we have some professors there. They can provide with you some training or suggestions of what kind of research assessment that you can use in your project. Then I pass my time to Yan again.
Thank you, Yvonne and Sandrine. That's a very 2 important and heavy part in our professional training, and so I hope until now you already have a brief understanding about what is it like in this program. Now I would like to let's turn to the question that some of you are really interested, is that am I fulfill the admission requirement, or what's the admission requirement, so that you can consider. So the first one will be this is the master level degree, so you need to have a previous bachelor level at least. So you need to have a bachelor degree, okay? And the bachelor degree, of course, we prefer it is already helping professional. That means counseling, social work, that discipline, or related like education or early education, or para-health, that means allied health, like nursing, PT,物理治療師, that kind of physician, or all kind of therapists. No matter physical therapists or occupational therapists. So this kind of therapists also really related. So if you already graduate from this related bachelor degree, and then you later on also have our, pass our written test and also the interview, and also need to have the English requirement. So as long as you fulfill all those, and those will be the very fundamental requirement. And then the most important thing is that during the interview you will be questioned about our interest, our genuine attitude working with a vulnerable population, which is the children. So So we really hope that we actually enjoy being with children. We actually care for their welfare. We want to, through our professionalism, to bring a better world to them. So those are the possible topics to be either questioned during the interview or in the written test. So that those are the requirements. However, those are the typical admission requirements. In the past, we also encountered some exceptional case, like they're not from the disciplines I mentioned so far. Maybe they are from IT, or they are from finance field. So if that's the case, I'm not saying that 100% we will not accept. However, that will be considered case by case. So that means there will be one possibility is that you will receive a conditional offer, even though you pass all the other requirements like English requirement, interview requirement. Still, we will invite you to, after everything, we may have additional requirement or conditional for you. So one option is that we need to, before we enroll into the practicum, there will be 100 of hours volunteer child-related work for you to fulfill. So if you are not from the children-related work field, so if you already have the working experience with children, that's good enough. Okay? Right. This is the language. If your degree are not from local, that means not from Hong Kong or not from Western countries, or whose mainstream main instruction medium will be English. If it is not, then you may also need to have, show your IELTS or TOEFL score, so that to show that you can meet up the English requirement for a master level study. Okay, so the important admission dates, please, I guess this will be quite important for you to take a note if you are interested in that. The opening for our first round admission will start from next week until the end of January. So that's the first round or the main round. And after that, we will sort out the candidates that fulfill the requirement or conditionally fulfill the requirement, so that we will arrange an interview. So the interview very likely will be in February or March, and then our admin staff will communicate with you. And so that usually you will be invited for 1 hour interview by 2 members of our faculty. So you may be asked questions related to any thoughts related to work with children population. So no matter the attitudes or the ethics or maybe other your own experience, that kind of will be addressed during the interview. And depends on any remaining spots, then that may be a second round of admission. But that's not guaranteed. Yeah. And for today, very soon I may close up this part, and then we will move to our current student and alumni sharing. So before I pass to them, because that will be casual, and if you have no questions at all, you are free to leave at that time. But still, another important thing is that I need to mention to you while you are still on the stage is that if you are already show your interest and you already have the idea to apply, if you want to save a few hundreds of application fee, so please register today. So later on you can supply your documents later, because later on the application fee still a few hundreds, then you can save that if you register today. Our admin staff here will help you to record your basic information. Yeah. And then so that's for today, my part of introduction. And very soon, another important thing is that good news is we will have the scholarship So if you successfully got it, so it will save you 10萬蚊 100,000. So of course it will be not everyone that needs some competition, but that's a good news is that the chance is not very low. Yeah. Right. And now I'll pass to our current students, Pearl, to let her to share her study experience and also anything she wants to talk about as a trainee. So I will stop sharing.
Thank you. 好，咁講住先啦。咁大家好啦，我係 Pearl 啦。咁啱啱咧都講咗一啲軟件啦、soft skills 啦，或者係一啲 lab 嘅情況啦。咁唔介意我用廣東話啦，因為有機會其實上堂嘅時候咧 ，practically 咧我哋都會使用廣東話。係啦，咁我自己係揀咗一個黑毛去行嘅。咁我 Year 1嘅時候咧，就係啱啱阿 Yan 所講啦，我就係喺學校做學生輔導員。咁我就6點鐘起身，放工之後咧7點鐘咧就喺學校即係翻嚟學校咧就上堂，上到大概唔好 for one 嘅，通常都係啦，而家都咁就準時放學嘅。咁但係咧始終路途遙遠啦，咁我哋就通常就會11、2點先翻到屋企嘅。咁所以可想而知咧就會比較辛苦啲啦。咁啱啱咧都有講 research 同埋呢個 practicum 嘅情況啦。咁而家咧我係經歷緊嘅。咁但係咧今日我哋嘅分享咧就唔會涵括晒咁多啦。咁所以咧一陣如果大家有興趣嘅話咧，可以落嚟啦。咁亦都有一啲Year 3啊 part time 嘅同學仔啊，有啲係原來都嚟咗嘅同學仔都可以一陣我幫你哋捉佢落嚟問啦。係啦，咁除咗講下自己個背景先啦，啱啱都有講過我 Year 1嘅時候係學生輔導員啦，係啦，前學生輔導員啦，亦都係full time 嘅學生。咁點解同埋我哋都可以睇一睇我本身咧即係多謝阿 Yan 再邀請我啦咁樣嘅。咁原因有幾個嘅邀請我嘅情況，就係我本身咧係樹仁大學嘅輔導及心理學系嘅同學仔啦。咁亦都係啱啱講啦，我揀咗個黑毛嗰個情況，所以佢就邀請我去講啦。咁我哋今日咧個 sharing 咧有3個 topic 嘅。咁第一個咧，咁同學仔揀 full time 定 part time 究竟點揀啦？咁我會遇到啲咩挑戰？咁你哋可以點樣去選擇啦？其次就係我修讀遊戲治療嘅課程有啲咩收穫啦，同埋全方位學習機會。咁如果今年咧我就加多咗個全方位學習機會嘅。咁因為除咗係一啲學術上啊或者 practical 上面咧，院校好好嘅，有好多 free 嘅課程咧俾翻大家去處理嘅。咁所以我都介紹下。係啦，咁咧先講咗點樣去揀，或者係我遇到啲咩挑戰咧，講翻我自己嘅困難先啦。講真係好困難嘅，因為我係用捱嚟睇去講嘅，因為咧真係瞓都唔夠瞓嘅，因為你啱啱聽到阿欣話6點鐘起身，12點先瞓，呢個係講緊恆常啫喎。咁如果有功課要講 deadline 咁點算咧？可能真係瞓3-4個鐘。咁但係你點樣去揀咧？咁我覺得每個人嘅價值觀啊，或者佢嘅 priority 都唔同嘅。咁啱啱都有講過，我哋上堂係7點鐘嘅時候啦。咁夜晚7點鐘，咁其實咧日頭嘅時間咧，我都問過其他嘅同學仔㗎。咁我本身係兩邊都 full time 啊嘛。咁我問過其他同學仔，哇！如果返 part time 嘅工作得唔得啊？其實佢哋好建議咧做一個 part time 嘅工作嘅，因為真係都冇乜嘢需要做，除咗去做功課啦。咁當然，如果咧你哋嘅目標 係話我要 first on， 我要攞獎學金啊，係啦，咁大家就可以預翻啲時間咧去預留上面啦。咁額外啦就係睇自己嘅能力啦。講真平衡翻工作上或者係讀書上面嘅壓力咧係一定有嘅，係啦。咁但係點樣平衡咧？第一樣嘢，我本身咧係輔導及心理學出嚟嘅，咁我自己預計到我係有能力啦，或者係已經有一啲已有嘅知識噶咯喎，咁我亦都咧有學過青協啦，真係少少嘅遊戲治療嘅 skill 啦。咁其實我覺得我都有能力啦，都唔使放咁多心力落去啦。雖然我係有預計錯誤嘅，係啦，咁但係都冇辦法啦。咁你揀咗 full time，咁你咪繼續行落去咯。咁但係咧都好好嘅，頭先老師都有講過，其實我哋同學仔嘅氣氛都唔錯嘅。咁無論係真係支持上面啦，咁可能真係唔係成日都會話走過嚟關心下你情況，但係陪伴嗰樣嘢係好重要嘅。我哋喺遊戲治療上面，或者係我哋做遊戲治療上面，其實我哋講其實最重要係乜？就係我哋點樣去陪伴啲小朋友。咁所以我哋嘅同學仔咧，真係唔知係真係讀到入晒血啊，係啦，我哋真係陪伴到大家去到最尾嘅。就算而家真係實習啊、research 啊，大家都真係好辛苦。我見到大家已經好努力咁樣做緊功課啊，啱啱我見到。係啊，講緊功課，啱啱喺後面都講緊功課㗎，其實係啦。咁所以咧就大家唔知啦，大家希望大家嚟緊真係入讀嘅時候，真係遇到一班好好嘅同學仔啦。So far 咧咁啱，即係我哋咩近朱者赤，近墨者黑啊嘛。咁我哋希望咧都有一班好好嘅同伴去行啦。咁除咗同學仔之外，其實咧院校咧都俾咗好多嘅情況我哋嘅，就係其實除咗有個 department academic supervisor 啦，咁你究竟點樣揀調節你嘅課程？你究竟點樣去行啦？都可以同佢傾下嘅。啱啱阿 Yan 都會講到full time 其實希望你哋按本身嘅進度去行啦。咁但係喂真係唔得喎，點算啊？咁我哋都有同學仔真係即係因為一啲原因啦，就真係未能如期去完成個課程嘅，咁就提出就可以啦。咁最緊要有問題講出嚟，我哋多一個 choice 去解決嘅啫。咁除咗學院校一個咁大個 umbrella 啦，我哋都會有 supervisor 啦，去支援啦。咁老師喺課程上，喂啲功課真係搞唔掂喎，點算啊？咁都可以問下老師嘅，有機會咧啲功課可以褪後一兩日嘅個 deadline，咁睇下情況啦。我唔擔保個個都會幫我哋褪後 deadline 嘅。係啊，唔講得咁話係，唔好意思啊，真係係啦。咁我唔100%話真係可以褪功課 deadline 嘅，咁按翻老師嘅情況啦。咁啱啱都有講到啦，有特別需要支援咧都提出啦，咁老師都好願意去支援大家。同埋我哋院校咧每一年咧有3次嘅 meeting 嘅，咁如果有一啲情況啦，或者係需要課程上面，我哋覺得有呢啲意見或者調整，譬如而家咧好好㗎，我哋實習咧3個semester 嘅，以前係2個㗎咋，咁就係多咗啲師兄師姐咧去講出嚟，喺呢啲情況講出嚟咧，我哋就有所調整啦。咁所以喺呢4方面嘅支援上面咧，其實院校都做得好好嘅。咁第3樣嘢咧就係身心靈健康，啱啱都講到咧就係其實 practical 上面咧我哋要有個 personal therapist 嘅，咁我哋係50個鐘嘅，啱啱都講到呢個係自費嘅項目嚟嘅，係啦，咁咧預計15萬之後咧，你都預計我都大概話聲俾你聽啦。其實每一節嘅收費由400蚊去到1000幾蚊都不等嘅。咁按翻自己需要啦，同埋可以計埋呢一個 fee 喺你嚟緊將來要付出嘅金錢上邊。因為都好幾萬，講真就係啦。咁有冇平啲啊？有嘅。咁老師如果你哋之後啦就可以問老師啦。同埋樹人咧都有個CRC 嘅 CRC 裏面咧都會提供一個比較優惠價嘅情況去俾大家去做一個輔導嗰個狀況咯，係啦。咁咧之後咧去到咧 究竟我有咩收穫啦？咁就係啱啱都講到啦，我哋係系統性多啲嘅。我哋一個 package 俾晒你㗎啦。坊間咧有好多好好嘅遊戲治療課程啦，但係一個 course 一個 course 一個 course 報。當然啦，佢哋都有個一個 package 嘅。咁但係我覺得樹人呢個位置就係可以俾到我唔使煩啊！我2年咧，我讀晒呢啲情況咧，我就可以掛到牌即係有 register 啦咁樣。咁所以我會覺得無論喺去支援 family 嗰個狀況啦，因為我哋始終係對小朋友嘛，咁所以支援家長上面啦，點樣去有其他 intervention 啦，多啲去睇嘅情況咧，都會有多啲嘅機會。咁其次咧就係多方面嘅專業啦。啱啱都講到咧，我哋有 PT 啦，護士啦，幼稚園老師啦，呢啲唔同嘅專業上面咧，其實都俾到我哋自己唔同嘅意見，多啲同除咗多啲同小朋友嘅交流咧，我哋同學仔都好多交流嘅。咁我哋嚟緊咧都睇下會唔會即係我哋可能去醫院嗰邊，可能有啲play therapy 嘅一啲 research 啊，我哋都唔知嘅。咁我哋再睇下啦。咁始終我哋每個同學仔嘅 uniqueness 都唔同，我哋嘅特長，我哋都想喺呢個行業度發展。咁所以期望大家都係喺唔同嘅同學仔下係學到更多嘅嘢咁樣。咁啱啱都講到專業資格啦，咁 ETA 嗰啲我就唔再講啦。咁呢個係第3樣嘢咧，就係全方位發展機會啦。咁呢個咧係我比起上年啦，上年我都有 sharing 過嘅。咁但係咧呢個我係加咗新嘅 PowerPoint 落去嘅。原因係今年咧我哋會即係我自己參與嘅體驗啦，就係譬如一啲 skills lab 啦，除咗一啲 CCPT， 我哋咧課程上面圍繞住咧兒童為本嘅遊戲治療嘅。咁但係咧院校好好嘅，咁佢就會有一啲 centre 啊，或者一啲 topical 可能grief and loss 嘅主題點樣運用喺遊戲治療上面咧，我哋都有所包含嘅。咁總之咧，我哋提出嘅嘢咧，院校都好好咁樣去揾方法幫我哋揾啦。譬如Angela嘅 therapy 啊，我哋好想去學嘅。咁嚟緊睇下新華係咪真係有啦。咁但係咧，我哋係有記得係咪？係啦，咁因為咧，我哋點解話嗌埋我咧？其實我哋可以斑馬嘅，即係就算你 graduation 之後，你完咗譬如我嚟緊完咗呢個遊戲治療個課程，咁院校都好 welcome 大家翻嚟去讀 skill lab 嘅，使唔使錢？而家暫時咧，我去親嗰啲咧都唔使錢嘅，但係 fair pay 咧有機會係要俾錢嘅，因為你出到去學個課程都係要都要少少嘅。咁係啦，咁跟住第2樣嘢咧就係武漢 trip 啦。啱啱講到咧係一啲 practical 實際實踐上面有啲咩 intervention 去加減。第2樣咧就係去武漢 trip 啦，偏向少少 research 嘅嘢。武漢 trip 咧，大家我好建議去嘅，係原因嚟講咧係唔使錢嘅，係啦，係唔使錢嘅。除咗要食之外，食係要自己俾嘅，但係所有車費啊、酒店費啊都係唔使錢嘅。即係除咗講錢之外咧，其實我哋仲學咗好多收 data 嘅技巧。嗰陣時咧，我哋未學啱啱學緊 research 嗰一科，但係未實質去真係 practical 點樣收 research。咁所以呢一個咧，當係一個 P 嘅情況咧，就俾我哋學得更多，或者係真係見得哇！你真係有個小朋友嚟啦，有個家長嚟，我哋點收 data 咧？係啦，咁當然啦，除咗做嘢啦，我哋都係 work hard pay hard 嘅。咁我哋都參觀咗好多武漢嘅明星啦。咁哎呀，黃鶴樓嗰張我哋一陣再 show 出嚟俾大家啊。係啦，咁就除咗喺實踐啦上面同埋研究上面咧，嚟緊咧都會有啲義工活動嘅，係 Yvonne 去帶我哋去有啲社區嘅活動啦。咁我哋點樣去接觸社區嘅層面，咁都會有一啲義工嘅活動嘅。咁期望咧嚟緊都會有更多嘅可能性啦。咁總之一 一句就係當大家嚟到呢個 program 嘅時候，我哋好 welcome 大家提出你哋嘅意見，好 welcome 大家用你嘅創意力、好奇心去再為呢個行業再發展得更多，係啦。咁就係啦，咁呢個呢，就係我哋武漢 trip， 我哋去咗黃鶴樓啊，或者係同人慶祝生日嗰個情況啦。其實我哋係一團好氣氛好好嘅朋友仔咁樣樣。咁 welcome 大家有個5角星，大家睇下啦可以。咁呢，我哋都 welcome 大家啦。咁睇下有冇其他人有嘢問啦咁樣樣。
Okay, thank you, April. She's the best seller of this program, right? Yeah, if you are afraid that her sharing may be a little bit biased, we also have other students, so feel free to approach her and approach them. 其實你見到咧，我哋啲同學嘅即係 April 頭先嘅分享咧，其實都好 playful 嘅。你見到即係包括個 PowerPoint 啦，同埋包括依家 show 緊嗰張相咧，係大家可以揾下。亮點咧就係我哋嘅老師都喺裏邊嘅，你見唔見到啊？係啦 ，OK， so yeah, may we now invite another our alumni to her. She's already graduate and she was almost the first APTA, registrator, right?
呢啲虛涵嚟嘅，咁咧就多謝大家嚟啦！可以見到我同學幾咁好嘅分享，即係一聽完就即刻想讀啦，係咪啊？係，咁我就要補充啦。我要補充啲乜嘢咧？就係出咗嚟之後，因為喺學校入邊有學校嘅保護啊嘛。咁出咗嚟之後點咧？我要必須補充一樣嘢嘅。雖然我係真係畢咗業啦，但係咧我仍然係真係可以免費翻嚟讀個 skill 咧，我真係覺得好讚嘅呢件事。咁啊可以嚟即係揾到啲老師，如果有啲堂好想上啊，又可以 sit in 啦。同埋咧，我想講畢咗業之後，其實我哋嘅發展係點嘅咧？咁我自己咧都好慶幸，即係喺未畢業之前，我就揾咗一個 NGO 咧，佢都係請 therapist 嘅。咁但係我點解會 suggest 喺樹人讀咧？因為當你即係我哋成日都話要好 playful， 由我哋一入學就已經講要好 playful， 甚至嗰陣時上堂我哋係玩嘅，堂堂都喺度玩嘅。咁但係你有冇諗過，當你真係喺個 playroom 度見住個小朋友，而你係第一，即係你去同佢做 case， 你要成日所謂 here and now 嘅時候，你係咪真係可以咁冇定嘅咧？即係你會唔會有陣時驚你會唔會蝦咗個小朋友㗎？你會唔會做咗一啲嘢係可能原來個小朋友講咗個好重要嘅信息俾你，而係你 miss 咗㗎？我成日都喺度諗咧，如果我只係讀緊一個 short course 或者淨係好 specific 咁話，學一個 skill。我可唔可以學到？我可唔可以咁老定咁樣行入去個 playroom 度對住個小朋友咧？我嘅經驗話俾我聽咧，如果真係冇咗個 supervisor， 即係如果唔係真係因為個樹人有個 supervisor 喺度，27個鐘對住你，我真係好慶幸，因為我 supervisor 就坐咗喺度啦。我嘅 clinical supervisor 就係 Ewan， 最重要嘅咧，仲要係我做 research 嘅 supervisor Sondrin， 兩個都坐晒喺度。今日我真係一個幸運兒啦。我好老實咁樣講，如果真係冇一個 supervisor 去睇住你嘅時候，你點樣去對住個小朋友？你係真係以為自己喺度同緊佢玩，定還是你就咁覺得你睇咗佢玩，你就會學咗一啲嘢咧？呢個真係一個好重點嘅嘢，因為即係喺個學校入邊，呢個就係呢個 program 最好嘅地方。同埋咧，我記得我好深嘅印象就係咧，我第一次去見 case 嘅時候咧，我係拎住樹人嗰張 intake form 㗎，因為我好驚咧，我會問漏問題。我好欣賞，因為當陣時係 Dr. Patrick 咧，佢就寫咗張好 detail 嘅 intake form。真係由頭問到落尾，我到咗今日我都仲係用緊呢張 form 嘅，不過已經入咗血啦，即係已經記得，因為問得太多小朋友啦，即係問得太多家長啦，於是自己都記得咗。咁我就好想講，如果唔係有個咁樣嘅 platform， 其實我哋真係好難話就咁讀完一個即係就咁讀完一個 course 或者就咁學完一個 skill 可以 apply 得咁好。因為我哋讀呢個 course 嘅時候，即係讀呢個 program 嘅時候咧，有好多個科目咧係已經 equip 埋。當我真係出去做 intake 嘅時候，我先發現咧，咦，原來真係 concept 個 case 唔可以咁簡單嘅， 係真係要再連埋個 child 嘅 developmental 啊，佢嗰啲 history 啊，或者個家長嗰啲 personality 啊，佢哋個 family 嘅 dynamic 係點啊，佢哋係究竟點樣喺屋企度 interact 㗎？你有好多嘢要問嘅，就算佢係咪 SEN 你都要包埋落去，因為有陣時候 SEN 嘅小朋友都會構成家庭即係教養上邊嘅壓力嘅喎，我哋要點樣去？同埋我哋咧最重要，你冇以為就係諗住同小朋友玩喎，你點樣說服個家長去相信你 play 係得嘅喎？係咪啊？你點樣令到個家長會有信心，將個小朋友放喺你度，而佢亦都會相信你係可以幫到佢減輕佢嘅壓力，唔係淨係減輕小朋友嘅壓力，係減輕埋照顧，即係家長做一個照顧者嘅壓力。其實呢啲咧都係喺我哋呢個 program 入邊度學到嘅。因為如果我哋唔係睇嘢咁全面嘅時候咧，我哋係即係。可能即係一部分咁睇，我哋就會 miss 咗好多 information， 甚至喺可能我哋將來點樣幫個小朋友嘅時候，我哋會咦點解有陣時都會？我記得我初頭都會成日問阿Yvonne，咦點解我個小朋友喐嚟喐去都喐唔到嘅咁啊？即係有好多嘢其實就係要透過呢一個過程。好老實咁講，嗰110個鐘咧，對我嚟講都真係好痛苦嘅，因為真係啲時間好 pack 啊，跟住又要寫嘢啊，即係又要好多 reflection， 又要寫好多嗰陣時又要做埋 research 啦，即係又要趕好多個即係好多個 paper。但係我又喺度諗，如果冇咗呢110個鐘，如果冇咗呢個 program，可能就真係冇今日嘅我咯，即係冇成長得咁快啊！即係總有一個地方，一個試練場俾你喺入邊度，係咁學，係咁試，然後咧等你覺得有信心先好行出嚟。咁就係呢個 program， 我覺得真係大家一定要認真思考一下啦。好，多謝各位。
Thank you, Angela. So I'm sorry about the time. And then now, let's see, stop share first. Yes. Now, yes. And let's see. Right. Any questions that's from the online? If no, maybe we can leave it to the floor. So if you don't mind, actually, because I don't want to occupy or delay our admin staff to 放工啊. Okay, right? So our team and our maybe students, if they still have time, so we are here to wait for you to approach us to ask your individual questions. So maybe that will be easier. And if for other questions, if we can't address to your questions today, please feel free to visit our program website. Every details are there. And if for the participants on site, you can also see the contact ways at the back of our leaflet. So always send us emails or call us if you have any questions. So that please come forward. I mean, yeah, seems online they already fine. Okay, yeah. And then IT staff can start, Okay, thank you.